השם אחד, י' ו' ו' השם אלוקינו, השם אחד. השם מלך, השם מלך, השם ימלוך לעולם ועד. השם מלך, השם מלך, השם ימלוך לעולם ועד. השם מלך, השם מלך, השם ימלוך לעולם ועד. הלילות שמנוחים באגת לנו בתודה. הלילות שמנוחים באגת לנו בתודה.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to JNF Canada presents Young Hatmaut. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. For those of you who've been to a bunch of JNF virtual events, I am Phil Frey. By day, I am the campaign operations manager for JNF Quebec region, and at night, I am your trivia host, Yom Hatmaut host. I basically host them all. I'm the Ryan Seacrest of JNF, and it is so great to be here with all of you tonight. It's a year later, things are still a little different. COVID has impacted the way we celebrate, but it really is great to be able to celebrate with everyone from Atlantic Canada all the way to Vancouver and everywhere in between, to see this community, this country come together as one for one event. It's beautiful, and we want to thank you all for being here tonight, and not just for joining us. Thank you for your continuous support towards JNF. Without you guys, we would not be able to do the great work that we do. So it wouldn't be a Jewish event without a couple of speeches. We have a great lineup coming up tonight. We've got Ilan Dagan, chef extraordinaire, coming to us from Ottawa. He's going to teach you how to make some delicious barbecue treats. Summer's just around the corner. Weather's heating up. You probably received those ingredients in an email. If you didn't, don't stress. Here in Montreal, it's a little cloudy, it's a little rainy tonight, so we're not barbecuing anyways. You can still get those ingredients and recipes from Elan. Follow him tonight, watch what he does, barbecue them this weekend. Will make for a great summer treat. Hagit Yasso coming to us live from Steros. That's right, it's 7 p.m. here in Eastern Canada, Montreal, where I am. I don't even know what time it is there. I was never very good at math, but she's coming to us from the middle of the night, live from Steros. She's going to be singing a couple of songs for you guys, answering some questions. So big performance coming up. You don't want to miss that. And of course, JNF is famous now for their IQ trivia. We're going to cap off the evening with some Israeli trivia. If you haven't already, start Googling, start researching, start studying. We're giving away 3 top prizes. Our first prize winner for trivia is walking away with $400 in Amazon gift money. That's right, $400 Canadian, not shekels. We're going Canadian dollars tonight. You can win big. Our second prize is walking away with a brand new set of AirPods. Guys, I never wanted them, didn't care for them, got them. They've changed my life. So if you come in second place tonight for trivia, you can walk away with a pair of AirPods. Our third prize winner tonight is walking away with $125 in Amazon gift money. Amazon, the one industry, aside from Zoom, who couldn't have benefited more from the pandemic, did wonders for them. And you can shop on Amazon with $125. We're also going to be giving away random draw prizes during trivia just for showing up and showing your support. We're giving away $50 gift cards to your choice of Amazon or Apple. That's right. We're giving you the option. You pick, you choose, we email to you. You get to go shopping. Like I said, guys, this would not be a Jewish event without a couple of speeches. And to kick us off tonight, I'd like to introduce from the consulate, the Israeli consulate here in Montreal, the Consul General David Levy.
Chers amis, shalom. Je suis très heureux de célébrer avec vous ce soir, virtuellement plutôt que physiquement, le 73e anniversaire de l'indépendance de l'État d'Israël. We have a lot to celebrate tonight, and a lot of it is thanks to JNF Canada. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your contribution to the development and well-being of the State of Israel. I would like to express my appreciation to JNF Quebec and its Executive Director, Ms. Galit Levy, and to Jeff Hart for turning our attention to the danger of climate change. Thank you for initiating the Climate Solutions Prize and for your belief in Israeli innovation and Israeli startups' ability to fix the world through Tikkun Olam. For those of you in the Montreal area, I hope you enjoyed our little celebration in a box. And I hope that in the future, we will be able to meet in person and celebrate together. On a slightly more personal note, this is my last opportunity to address you as Consul General of Israel to Quebec, because in the near future, my family and I will be returning home. I just want to say that it's been the greatest honor of my life to be your Consul General, and I look forward to meeting you all in Israel. And now I'm going to ask you all to rise for our national anthem, Hatikva.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can't rise, sit. If you're wearing a hat, we ask that you please take it off. I know your cameras are on mute, but I want to feel the spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us all as we sing Hatikva as one country, one community together. Thank you all for joining us in that. Now, like I said, wouldn't be a Jewish event without a couple of speeches. We actually only have one more to go before we get to our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the president of JNF Canada, Beth Price. Beth?
Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome so many of you from coast to coast who are joining JNF Canada in our celebration of Israel's Independence Day. JNF's DNA is simple. We build the foundations for Israel's future. JNF Canada was there before there was a state of Israel, helping the early settlers obtain and cultivate land from which a country would sprout. And for the past 73 years, since the establishment of the state, we have stood shoulder to shoulder with the people of Israel helping to develop the environmental and social service infrastructure to enhance and enrich the lives of the citizens of all parts of the country. I want to just share a few projects that we are doing that speak to our organization's core proposition. We are building the Bervin JNF Canada House in Steyrout to provide enrichment for the community's youth. We are initiating the Climate Solutions Prize to support Israeli research and development to combat climate change. We are renovating a seniors facility serving mainly Holocaust survivors to make their golden years just a bit brighter. We are also planting new saplings in the Plugot forest in the northern Negev, thereby combating desertification. And the list goes on. We believe that if you want to touch the lives of every Israeli in every corner of the country, there is no better cause to support than JNF. I now want to thank our generous sponsors of tonight's event, Tova and Larry Vicker and family, as well as Ron Nissim and Summit Tech. We will now share a short video that brings JNF Canada's work to life. Hag Sameach, and enjoy tonight's program.
Together with JNF Canada, we're able to conserve the historical heritage of Bet Eshel.
Together with JNF Canada, we build a village for autistic people to live safely and independently.
Together with JNF Canada, we have created a physical activity program to help children with chronic diseases and disabilities.
Together with JNF Canada, we're expanding our facilities to enhance the vital work being done here at the Jaffa Dalet After School Center.
Together with JNF Canada, we are building an international pediatric cardiac center and children's hospital for children from Israel and from all around the world.
Together with JNF Canada, we're going to build a new activity center that will help the needs of teens, children, and young adults of the Negev.
Together with JNF Canada, we're addressing the urgent need for mental health care in our psychiatric clinic and psychotrauma center.
Together with JNF Canada, we are restoring and rehabilitating Ben Shaman's forest.
Together with JNF Canada, we're enhancing the lives of the community.
Together with JNF Canada, we've built a safe haven for girls with severe disabilities and complex medical conditions.
Together with JNF Canada, we're building a beautiful foster home for the children in Israel. This is the place, beautiful, look.
Thank you, Beth, for those great words. Ladies and gentlemen, like Beth had mentioned, lot of great work being done by JNF right now and a ton of phenomenal upcoming events that are in the pipeline, which we're going to tell you guys about later this evening. So don't go far. You're not going to want to miss out on these upcoming phenomenal events. But back to tonight. We talked about trivia. Before we go deeper into the night, there's one thing I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to prepare. You're going to want to have a second device on hand. That means if you're watching this event right now, you're staring at my face on your laptop, go get your cell phone, get your tablet, get your iPad. You're going to need a second device to answer the trivia questions. What that means is you're going to see the questions on your main device, could be your tablet, could be your computer, whatever you're watching the Zoom on right now, but you're going to answer the trivia questions on that second device. So if you haven't already prepared, don't get nervous. We still have time, but make sure you grab a second device so you can answer all those questions. And we're going to tell you later in the evening how to log on to play trivia. Now, we talked about this earlier. We've got a chef coming to us live from Ottawa, Ilan Dagan. Ilan has been gracious enough to join us and teach us a couple of tricks on how to light up those barbecues just in time for the summer. Ilan, you have two cameras right now. I'm not sure which one is which. I'm going to unmute both of them. Guys, this is COVID. This is Zoom. This is what happens. Ilan, which one are you coming to me from?
Hello, guys. How are you? Happy Yom Ha'atzmaut. Very happy to work with JNF. Thank you for everyone that organized this event. In Yom HaAtzmaut, basically, it's very popular. That's after the memorial evening for the soldiers. That's very sad. You go the next day, the next evening for the celebration, and the following day, the actual Yom HaAtzmaut, people go out to the parks, and it's all about the barbecue. People buy tons of meat, chicken, vegetable, whatever they would like to do, and actually just cook. It can be chicken wings, can be hot dogs, can be hamburgers, can be kebabs, can be steaks, can be chicken legs, can be anything. Tonight, actually, I prepared some chicken skewers. This is chicken skewers marinated. It's a chicken thighs marinated with ginger, a little bit of cilantro, which is a date syrup, some chopped cilantro, salt, pepper, fresh garlic, fresh ginger. I think I mentioned it before. And it's a lemongrass skewer. So what's happening in the cooking process, basically the lemongrass gets all its flavors out and infuse it with the chicken. Okay, so let's get in the marinade and let's go to the grill. I have a very hot grill. I start before because we don't have all night basically, and we're gonna grill it about 3-4 minutes on each side. Very hot grill, so they won't stick. Let it do a thing. When it's ready to be flipped, you flip it carefully. Turn the heat down another 3 or 4 minutes, and it's ready. Let that cook. We're gonna do the Israeli salad. As you can see, I prepare some ahead of time. Okay, so basically the way you want to do it, I have half an onion, English cucumber, 1 tomato. I'm going to use half a lemon. Very easy, very basic, and some parsley, of course, fresh parsley. So you cut one piece, you make a base, so it won't flock on you when you cut it, and just very carefully with a sharp knife, cut in strips, and then from that.
Elon, we should mention that if anybody has any questions throughout your demonstration, they should feel free to type them in the chat and ask away.
Turn it over 90 degrees and carefully chop away. Some people will clean the seeds because the seeds are full of water. I don't actually mind it. This is the best part. When the salad is all over, you only have the juice left. I think it's the best part of the salad, basically. So that's to go into the salad, in the bowl. We're gonna start with the tomato. Take the core out, carefully, take a small knife, dig in the core, turn around, and it's done. Okay, next cutting to small circle, not too thin, not too thick, just like that. And the same way as the cucumber. Slice, 90 degrees, chop.
Elon, while you're chopping, we're starting to get some questions. People want to know, what kind of knife are you using?
Oh, I'm using a Shon knife, which is a Japanese blade. And I have this knife for about 10, 11 years. And I tell everyone, all my cooks that work for me, I tell them, invest in a good knife, 1 or 2 knives that we serve you in the kitchen for any kind of application. And I'm really against getting a cheap knife and then replace it after 6 or 8 months, because that's not the purpose of buying a knife. Get a good knife, save some money, and we better. Onions, same way. It all depends how much onion you like. You can use red if you like red onion. You can use shallots if onions are too strong for you. Just slice it, and then dice away. Lemon juice.
Someone wants to know about a serrated knife. Sorry.
Serrated knife?
Would it work? Would you recommend?
It will work if your knife is not very sharp. it will work, but salad knife, it's mostly for food that you don't want to smoosh, you don't want to crush it. Salad knife for bread, basically, like hot bread, you use salad and you use the sewing motion to cut it like a nice piece. But for that kind of stuff, hard vegetables, it will work, but you won't get the same results. Okay, lemon, just roll it a few seconds just to release the juices. And that's again, it depends how much do you like. Okay, the seasoning. Basically, we'll do a little bit of salt. Remember, when you season something, you can always add. You can't really take away. So if you put salt or pepper and you need more, you can always add. But if you put too much, it will ruin your meal or your dish. Olive oil, good amount of olive oil. Any olive oil will do. You can do Spanish, you can do Greeks, you can do Italian. Any olive oil will do. So that's it. Mix it away. I did add some parsley and mint to it. Mint is optional. People don't like it, but I think it add another level of flavor and freshness to the salad. Some people in Israel do add fresh garlic if you like, peppers, same size, cut up. Could be red, green pepper, any pepper you like. And that's it. Let's do some parsley. I don't like to use the stems because you're having a nice chopped salad. You don't want to have a stem in it and stuck into your teeth. Anyway, so a little bit of parsley. Just separate the leaves. Get it into a small bouquet. And again, watch your fingers and chop away. Just like that. Any questions so far?
I actually have a question for you. So
yes.
We know I told everyone you're coming to us from Ottawa, but what they don't know is a little bit more about you. Like the award you won. You want to maybe tell us about that one?
Please, go ahead. Go ahead.
So ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know Elan, if you're not from the Ottawa area, if you haven't been to Ottawa recently because, well, curfew, crossing provincial borders, kind of a hassle. Elan actually graduated from the Cordon Bleu in Paris, and he won the Red Cross chef competition. And tonight, he's joining us here tonight. So when he's telling you to buy a good set of knives, I would listen to him. 20 years of experience, the man knows what he's doing. Elan, the floor is yours.
So
also,
we have, go ahead.
No, go for it. I thought you walked away from me.
Okay. So I got some chicken ready. You see it has nice char to it. The char is mostly from the Ceylon. It's a date syrup. Okay, very popular in Israel. People use it with any kind of, can go on fish, can go on a piece of meat. Basically can replace honey if you're not a big fan of honey or you're vegan. Obviously, if you're vegan, you won't eat meat, but so yes, to give color and give also char. The way I like to garnish it, I have some toasted sesame seeds. Okay, it can be white, it can be black, it can be a mix of both. Just get some on top. As well as green onions. Green onion, washed, green. This is optional. You don't have to do it. The white part, you don't want to use it. Very woody and lots of fiber in it. Use the top green. Until you get to this part, you can throw it away. Just garnish it away a little bit. A little bit of salt right after it comes from the grill. Fresh pepper.
Elon, for those who don't have a barbecue, can they do it in the oven or on the broiler? And if
They
so,
can do
what
it
temperature?
if they have like a pan with how do you call it, like the Foreman pan. They can do it in the pan, but they can do it in the oven. But also important to let the chicken in the marinade sit in the marinade for at least 45 minutes, an hour. The longer, the better. What temperature? I'll start pretty high. I'll start like 425. Get the oven very, very hot. So it gets the like initial sear, get nice and crusty, and get a nice color from the broiler. And then turn it down to 350. You know, check it after, let's say, 8 minutes. See if it needs to be flipped over, flip it over, cook another 5-6 minutes until you reach internal temperature of 165.
So we're getting a lot of questions about the marinade. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't notice this part in your JNF emails, here is the ingredients being used tonight. Maybe we'll include them in our follow-up emails so you guys can still get a hold of them. Lance, I'm looking at you. That's a thumbs up. So ladies and gentlemen, we will send you once again these ingredients, these recipes, so you too can barbecue, broil, whatever you need to do, just like Chef Ian.
Yeah, you can do it at home, definitely. You can take it to the park, do it outside when weather permit, obviously, when it's nice outside. We don't have a very good weather today in Ottawa, so I wish we do, but you can do it outside. But, you know, I set up something at home and just to get it done the right way. And that's it. The salad, I mean, if you want to make it ahead of time, the salad, make it ahead of time. Wrap it, put it in the fridge, but don't season it. Season it like right before you want to use it, because what happened, the salt in the salad will absorb all the water from the vegetables, and you end up with a very saggy, not very fresh kind of vegetable or fresh salad. And that's about it, basically. So the marinade should be in the email. The most important thing on the marinade is it's the cilantro, ginger, garlic. I'm sure everyone has it at home. Vegetable oil, salt, pepper, cilantro, a little bit of soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce. And for the salad, you see just tomato, cucumber, white or red onion, shallots, lemon juice, olive oil, salt and pepper. Very simple, very easy. Very popular in Israel. I wish I had time today. I'll make some pita bread, but unfortunately, no. Anyway, so I think I'm.
For those of us in Ottawa, if we're in Ottawa, we want to come see you. Where can we see you in Ottawa?
Please do. You're all welcome to come in and see me, for sure. And again, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Sharon, Ifat, Phil, and everyone. I might forget that's involved into the big operation, the Yom Ha'atzmaut operation. I'm sure it's a lot of work. But they pulled through it. So thumbs up to you guys.
Thank you, Elon. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Wish we had more time, but you know.
That's okay.
Get to tonight, but it's delicious. Next time I'm in Ottawa, I'm coming to see you. We'll barbecue in the backyard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're coming down to that part of the night. It's time for the performance, all the way from Sderot. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Hagit in case you haven't done your Google yet, in case you didn't know. But before I do, I think the best way to really appreciate her talent through a video. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy.
חושב תמיד שהקר
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are honored to have Hagit Yasso join us all the way live from Starlot. Hagit is an Israeli singer who won the 9th season of Kokav Nolad, the Israeli TV show. It's similar to a pop idol. She is an Ethiopian Jew who was born in Starlot and won in Israel. In 2011, she participated in Kokav Nolad season 9. During the show, she sang several languages, including Hebrew, English, Moroccan, and others. She won a scholarship of 240,000 shekels and a production contract from a well-known music producer. And tonight, she's coming to us from her home to yours. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please give a big, warm JNF round of applause to Hagit Yasso.
Good evening. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his voice, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with a song. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style, and so I came to see him and listen for a while. And then he was this young boy, a stranger to my eye, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with a song. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with a song. Good evening. Yom Ha'atzmaut Sameach. Happy Yom Ha'atzmaut. I'm so happy to sing for you tonight with my friends Shiran and Rotem. So my next song is my song, מתחת למים. אם הייתי נשארת מתחת למים, מנסה לעלות, מושיט לי ידיים, או נותן לסחף להמשיך ולזרום, ואולי לא היה לי כבר כוח לצוף, לחפש אחיזה, לפלס לי נתיב, יכולתי לטבוע בתוך הטירוף, לא היה אף אחד שראה מסביב. נשארתי בדרך, עצמתי עיניי, צללתי למטה, ברחתי מדי, ורק כשפגעתי חזק בתחתית, הרגשתי פתאום שאני אמיתי. למדתי לשחות בין צמחים שוררים, גיליתי שאור מתקרב במהירות, פרחים שכתבתי ריחות אחרים הפכו בתקווה את ליבי השרוט, ואולי לא היה לי כבר כוח לצוף, לחפש אחיזה, לפלס לי נתיב, יכולתי לטבוע בתוך הטירוף, לא היה אף אחד שראה מסביב. נשארתי בדרך, עצמתי עיניי, צללתי למטה, ברחתי מדי, ורק כשפגעתי חזק בתחתית, הרגשתי פתאום שאני אמיתי. נשארתי בדרך, עצמתי עיניי, צללתי למטה, ברחתי מדי, ורק כשפגעתי חזק בתחתית, הרגשתי פתאום שאני אמיתי.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hagit Yassa live from Sderot. Hagit, it is 2:46 in the morning over there. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little pause from her songs. We're going to get to know the singer. So for that, I'm actually going to bring in Galit Levy, the Executive Director of JNF Quebec region. But tonight, she's Hagit's personal translator. Hagit's out in Sderot. She's a little self-conscious about her English, so we're going to bring in a little bit of help. So let's get Galit in here. I'm going to ask the questions. Hagit's going to answer. Galit, you're going to let people like me know what the answer is. So, Hagit, what was it like growing up in Sderot?
טוב, לגדול בשדרות עד גיל 12 זה היה נהדר, ומאז, מגיל 12 ומעלה התחילו הקסאמים וכל החרדות, ובעצם כל העיר היא השתנתה.
Okay, so Hagit says that until the age of 12, it was truly wonderful living in Sderot. But when she turned 12, the nightmare began. The Qassam rockets from Gaza started, and the entire city felt like it changed.
והיו מצבים בילדות שלי שהייתי יוצאת מהבית ואני הייתי מחשבת לי מסלול. זאת אומרת שאם יהיה מצב שיהיה צבע אדום, אני אוכל להסתתר בבית, במקלט מסוים שיש ברחוב. כל הזמן חישבתי לעצמי את המסלול.
Okay, so as a child, she was afraid to leave home, and if she did, she had to plan her route in her head, in case of an alert, and she had to plan where she would hide along it in case of a Qassam, in case of a missile.
ודרך השירים, השירים עזרו לי להתמודד עם המצב.
And singing those beautiful songs really helped her overcome the difficult situation.
All right. For those of you who don't know, JNF actually does a lot of work in Sderot. Hagit, can you tell us maybe how some of the work JNF has done in Sderot personally affected you, impacted you?
אני הכרתי את ה-JNF כשהייתי אז חיילת, והם תרמו מקום נהדר לילדים, משחקייה ממוגנת, ואני שרתי שם בפתיחה, ובאמת הכרתי את JNF קנדה, וגיליתי גם שהם בעצם תרמו לנו את המשחקייה גם הגדולה בסדרות, ואת המקום טיפול לבעלי חיים.
So Hagit really came to know more about JNF when she was a soldier, and she really truly now understands better what JNF does, especially when she was invited to the opening ceremony of the 45 indoor playground. She knows that it's an important center, the Animal Assisted Therapy Center, and the playground in the city center of Sderot.
ועוד דבר, הכרתי ילדה במרכז הטיפולי בבעלי חיים, שבעצם הנחש גרם לה להתמודד עם הקסאמים, ואני שרה בשביל שאני אתמודד עם החרדות, ושמחתי לגלות שיש מקום כזה מאוד נפלא שעוזר לילדים להתמודד עם המצב. כי לי הנחש זה החיה הכי מסוכנת, ולה הנחש גרם בעצם להתמודד עם הקסאמים.
So Hagit met a girl in the trauma center who connected with a snake. Hagit herself sings to overcome her anxiousness about the whole Sderot situation, but she was amazed that to Hagit, the snake is the most dangerous animal, and she was impressed that a snake could actually help a girl overcome her PTSD.
וגם לפני ההופעה, ממש היום בשעה 9, היה לנו קצת תזכורת, והיה צבע אדום בסדרות. ברוך השם לא קרה כלום, אבל לפעמים אנחנו נזכרים בזה שבעצם אנחנו עיר שחובה הרבה מצבים שונים.
So Hagit explains that even just today, before this presentation and her singing with us, there was a reminder, and there was a Tzeva Adom, there was an alert in Sderot. So it's a constant situation, unfortunately, in Sderot, and she sings for us all, and for Israel, and for herself to make it better.
Incredible. And thanks to everyone here tonight that JNF is able to do the work they do in Sderot and help Hagit and all the other young children, youth growing up there. Before we get back to the music, Hagit, your family immigrated to Israel from Ethiopia. Can you tell us a little bit about what it was like when your family made Aliyah and the story behind it?
ההורים שלי התחתנו באתיופיה, ואחרי החתונה שלהם הם החליטו שהם עולים לארץ ישראל, לבד, ברגל. הם הלכו 3 חודשים ברגל עד שהגיעו מצפון אתיופיה לסודן.
So her parents are from Ethiopia. They got married there, but immediately after the wedding, they decided to make Aliyah, and they literally left on foot, and they walked for 3 months until they reached Sudan.
כל הדרך לישראל, בעצם לסודן, הם הלכו רק בלילות, כי הם היו צריכים להסתיר את הזהות שלהם, בגלל כל מה שהם עברו באתיופיה.
So they would only walk during the night because they had to hide their identity, and they didn't want to be found. So they would hide during the day and walk during the nights for months.
כשהם הגיעו בעצם לסודאן, חיכו להם המוסד בעצם, ובעצם עזר להם ישר להגיע לישראל, ומיד הם התיישבו באופקים לכמה חודשים, ואחר כך הגענו לשדרות. ההורים שלי הגיעו לשדרות.
So in Sudan, the Mossad was able to help them to actually finally make Aliyah to Israel with fake identities. And when they initially were in Israel, they were in an absorption center in Ofakim and for a few months. And since then, they have been living in Sderot.
יש לי 5 אחים, אני הרביעית במספר. כולנו כמעט גרים בשדרות, רק אחד שגר ברחוק מכאן במיאמי. כולנו קרובים להורים.
And until today, there are 5 siblings, the majority of which lives still in Sderot. One, I think, brother lives in Miami, but all of them are really close to the parents and live in Sderot.
אנחנו מתפללים שהוא יעשה עלייה ויחזור הביתה.
And so they're praying that he would finally make Aliyah and move back home to Sderot.
Thank you, Hagit, for getting up close and personal with us. Galit, I don't know what part of Quebec you're in right now, but the beach looks beautiful. Go enjoy it. Thank you for translating. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear a couple more songs from Hagit right now. And then after that, it is time to get down to the nitty gritty. It's trivia time. So we're going to have a few more songs. Get those second devices ready. Hagit, the room is yours.
גורל אחד שם אותנו כאן, שם אותנו כאן בארץ הזאת. גורל אחד שם אותנו כאן, שם אותנו כאן בארץ הזאת. ניסינו לברוח, ניסינו לשכוח ולא יכולנו לעצור. ניסינו לברוח, ניסינו לשכוח ולא יכולנו לעצור. נסענו רחוק מעבר לים, היה לנו טוב, אבל חזרנו משם. נסענו רחוק מעבר לים, היה לנו טוב, אבל חזרנו So the next song is my favorite song, ירושלים של זהב. אוויר הרים צלול כיין וריח חורני נישא ברוח ארבעים עם כל פעמוני ותרדמת עינן ואבן שבויה בחלומה העיר אשר בדד יושבת ובליבה חומה ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור יבשו בורות המים כיכר השוק ריקה ואין יורד הר הבית בעיר העתיקה ובמראות אשר בסלע מייללות רוחות ואין יורד אל ים המלח בדרך יריחו ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור שמך צורב את השפתיים כנשיקת צער אם אשכחך ירושלים אשר כולה זהב ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל שירייך אני Thank you. Audamet, emachet cholela, da bona tela, si bella si teta, audamet si meta, im det no sendero, senge badoro, as raulet bilit, lille casitenet, eskemet alin, bahala chini, lezila bekan, amlaki misgen, audamet, eskemet alin, bahala chini, Shalom Aleinu, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. סלאם עלינו ועל כל העולם, סלאם, סלאם, סלאם עלינו ועל כל העולם, סלאם. Peace will come upon us, peace will come upon us, peace will come upon us and everyone. Peace will come upon us, peace will come upon us, peace will come upon us and everyone. Salam, aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, 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 aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam, salam. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, put those hands together, make some muted virtual noise for Hagit Yasso, live from Sderot, Israel. Hagit, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank Shiran and Rotem also.
Thank you to the entire team. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard tonight, check out Hagit on iTunes. You can download her songs, listen to her time after time after time. Hagit, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. Thank you so much. Stay safe. And we hope to see you soon.
תודה רבה.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the final part of our night. It's time for trivia. It's time to win big. That's right. We're giving away $400 to our first prize winner in Amazon gift money. We're giving away a pair of AirPods, courtesy of Apple. We're giving away, well, courtesy of JNF through Apple. We're giving away $125 to Amazon to our third prize winner. And just because we're feeling generous tonight, we're giving away 2 random draws during trivia. So here's how it's going to work. I told you earlier, get that second device out, your phone, your tablet, iPad, whatever it may be. If you don't own a second device, don't stress. You can still use the same device. Just going to be a little trickier. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pull up on screen in just a second a website. You're going to want to log on to that website to join the trivia. When you go to that website, you're going to put in your name. Here's the rules. You have to put in the same name you're using on Zoom, the same name you registered under. If that name doesn't match up with something and we can't find you and you win, well, we can't get you your prize. So please use the real name. No funny names tonight. Same name on Zoom. If you have to change your name, change it now. And when you log on to the trivia, put in your real name. What's going to happen is you're going to go to this website coming up on screen right now. You're going to go visit jnfiq.ca. So go on to your second device or your main device if you choose to, and visit jnfiq.ca. You're going to type in your real name that you're registered under. So if you're registered for this event under John Smith, please put John Smith as your trivia name. You're going to click join, and we're going to give everyone just a couple of seconds to get in there. So once again, visit jnfiq.ca, put in your real name, join, wait for the host. Our host tonight, Summit Tech. Thank you to Summit Tech, Ron from Summit Tech, who built this app specifically for JNF, and through generosity of his kind soul, offers to come back time after time after time to run these trivia nights for us. Ron, Summit Tech, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you guys just a couple of more seconds to join jnfiq.ca. How the trivia is going to work. We're going to play 3 rounds. Each round is 10 questions. You're going to see the amount of points that are up for grabs before each round. We're going to do 3 practice questions for 0 points just to get you comfortable before we get going. Keep in mind, if a question is worth up to 100 points, time is sensitive. So don't just answer right, answer fast. Don't just answer fast, answer right. The quicker you get in those correct answers, the more points you will grab, and we will take a look at our leaderboard as we go on. From the second this question comes on screen, you have 12 seconds to get those answers in. If you don't want to waste time reading the question, that's what I'm here for. I'm going to read them to you. There are certain questions that involve a song, a video. We're going to read those questions to you, and then we'll bring up the song/video, and that's when the clock will start. So ladies and gentlemen, go to jnfiq.ca. Ron, I'm going to give you screen share so we can bring up the actual thing. Ron, please bring up the trivia. We're going to give everyone just a couple of more seconds here. So ladies and gentlemen, you're going to visit jnfiq.ca. And Ron, you should be free to share the trivia right now. Here we go. Fantastic. Once again, give you guys just a couple of minutes. Type in your real name, the name you registered under. Join the game. Wait for the trivia to start. If it says waiting for the host, you did everything perfectly. That's exactly where you want to be right now. We're waiting for the host. Don't stress if that's what you're seeing right now. Give you guys just a couple more seconds to get in there. Going to check in with Ron. Ron, guys, again, if you're playing, now's the time. Hurry, 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 hurry. We have a chunk of you logged in right now, but still a handful of you missing, so we're going to give you guys a couple more seconds. A couple of key things to remember. If by any chance you get disconnected from the website, the app, during the round, don't start stressing. You may lose out on that one question, but the app will automatically bring you back into the game, and you'll pick up wherever we are at that point. So if you missed question 3, don't worry, you lost a couple of points. You'll join us back at question 4. Try to make sure you're in an area of your home, wherever you may be coming to us from, that has the best Wi-Fi. So Ron, we're going to give them just another couple of seconds, and we are going to get the party started. All right, you know what, Ron? We're getting late into the night. It is time for trivia. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't joined, oh, we're getting a couple of messages in the chat. Let's see what they have to say. Let's see what they have to say. Still waiting. Don't worry, guys. If it says waiting for the host, it won't change until we play our first question. So don't stress. Ron, make sure you're sharing your sound. Ladies and gentlemen, JNF trivia, it's about to start now. 3 questions, all worth 0 points. Ron, our first practice question of the night. Here we go. JNF Canada recently changed its tagline. What is its new tagline? Just do it, grab a friend and plant a tree. Building Israel together. I'm loving it. Building Israel together is the new tagline. Congratulations to the 54 players, guys. This was just practice. The two who put grab a friend, plant a tree, the one who put I'm loving it, guys, you still have 2 more questions to get it all together. Round 0, 0 points. Practice question number 2. Here we go. Yom HaAtzmaut is a celebration of what? Israel's Independence Day, Israel's Bar Mitzvah, National Falafel Day, a good excuse to party. Still worth 0 points, but 78 of you knew that answer. And our last practice question, still worth 0 points. Name this Israeli hot summer hit.
היא מרגישה שנפתח לה מזל, פגשה אחד גבר גבר ורז'ל, והיא תלחש לו, מה היא תלחש לו?
Tel Aviv, 34 players knew the answer. Guys, that is it for the practice questions. So what's going to happen now? We're going into round one. I mentioned it before. The questions are worth up to 100 points. Get the right answer, but get it in fast. The quicker you get those answers in, the more points you get. Ron, before we start, let me just check the chat over here. Make sure we don't have any questions. Anyone looking around? JNF trivia, round one, question one. Let's do it. Israel is celebrating her birthday today. How old is she? 71, 72, 73, 74. Two of you said 72. Guys, you know, I actually heard a rumor when you celebrate your birthdays during COVID, they actually don't count. So I don't know if that's where you guys are going, but 72 players knew that the answer is 73. Happy birthday, Israel. We miss you, and we cannot wait to celebrate with you in person in the near future. Round one keeps on going. Question number two. Which dietary style has taken Israel by storm? Vegan, paleo, Mediterranean, vegetarian? The vegan diet has taken Israel by storm. Israel actually has the largest percentage of vegans per capita in the world. Nearly 4% of the population, or about 300,000, are actually vegan. And congratulations to the 33 players who knew that one. Question three, round one, still worth up to 100 points. Here we go. Which Israeli invented device was used to save the 8 miners trapped underground in South Africa? The Lubo airway collar, first care emergency bandage, Sky Saver, Agilite instant harness. The Agilite instant harness was used to rescue the miners trapped underground for 3 days. Riga rescue volunteer Graham tweeted to South African suppliers about the device invented by 3 Israeli army veterans. This is one kick, bleep, harness. So congratulations to the 17 players who got that one right. We keep on moving. Question number 4, up to 100 points. Here we go. In 2020, Deni Avdia became the highest drafted Israeli basketball player in the NBA. Which team drafted him? The Raptors, Lakers, Wizards, Grizzlies. The Washington Wizards indeed drafted him. He was drafted 9th overall, actually. Prior to Deni being drafted 9th overall, Omri Caspi held the record for highest drafted Israeli basketball player at 23rd overall. So congratulations to the 38 players. Guys, if by chance you see a red mark and you kept pushing that you put in the right answer, it just means you timed out, or it could be your internet connection. We do apologize, but unfortunately, technology, everyone's at home, there's not a lot we can do. So if you lost points because of that, it just might be you waited too long to put in your answers. Moving along. Question number 5, round 1, here we go. Name the mysterious ancient underwater village found off the coast of Haifa. Caesarea, Atlantis, Jericho, Atlit. "33 players knew that a water well that may be the oldest wooden structure ever found and the oldest evidence of an ancient olive oil industry is Atlit off the coast of Haifa." Congratulations to the 33 players. Taking a look at our leaderboard, we've got Ruchi in the lead, followed by Bernice, followed by Lee, followed by David, Gideon, Etty, and Jeff. Keep the good times rolling. Question number 6, still worth up to 100 points. How many seats are in the Israeli Knesset? 120, 118, 124, 115. 120 seats. 40 players knew that one. 11 put 118. 23 put 124, and 2 thought it was 115. Congrats to the 40 players who got that one right. Question number 7, still worth up to 100 points. Here we go. Specially trained clowns are used to help Israeli women do what? Give birth, force children to eat their vegetables, become pilots, relax before an exam. That's right. These specially trained clowns help women give birth. An Israeli professional medical clowning program, the Dream Doctors, launched their expansion of its service and hopes to offer to women in labor and all Israelis in all Israeli delivery rooms. So congratulations to the 36 players who knew that one. Question number 8, still round 1, still worth up to 100 points. Here we go. Israel boasts the most what per capita? Museums, medical device patents, engineers, all of the above. That's right. Israel boasts more than 230 museums, more than 1,000 medical device patents, and has a core of highly trained electrical, mechanical, civil, and chemical engineers. That's why they call it Startup Nation. Congratulations to the 48 players who knew that one. We're going to take a look at our leaderboard. We've got Eti in the lead, followed by Gideon, followed by David Diamond, followed by Smadar, followed by Jay, followed by Bernice, and Ruhi coming down. Guys, the points, they come, they go. Do not give up. If you don't see your name on that leaderboard, it means nothing. We've still got plenty of questions and plenty of opportunities. And if you don't win the trivia itself, you could still win a random draw. Ron, keep it going. Question number 9, still round 1, still worth up to 100. Israel was the first country to ban this: medical marijuana, underweight models, smoking in bars, Kinder Surprise chocolate eggs. That's right. In 2012, Israel's government passed a law banning advertisers from showing models with a body mass index of less than 18.5. Way to go, Israel, and congratulations to the 32 players who got that one right. Question number 10. When was Hatikva officially adopted as the Israeli national anthem? 1949, 1974, 1993, 2004. When the state of Israel was established in 1948, Hatikva was unofficially proclaimed the national anthem, or did not officially become the national anthem until November 2004. Congratulations to the 3 players who either knew that or were really good guessers. So round 1 is in the books. We got Eki still holding the lead, Smadar coming in second, followed by David Diamond, Gideon, David Reed, and Dina. If I make a mistake with your name, I do apologize. Don't hold it against me. That's our leaderboard. We still have 2 more rounds to go. But before we get to that, Ron, I'm feeling generous. Let's give away some free prizes. We're going to pull a random name from the hat. Ron, who is our winner? David Diamond. All right, you know what? Here we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're all one community. David, I need to know right now. Type it into the chat. I'm going to see it only. Tell me, David, what do you want to receive? Is it an Apple gift card or an Amazon gift card? $50 courtesy of JNF. Send me a message in the chat. Let me know which of those 2 you prefer. We will get in touch with you and we will take care of getting you your gift. Congratulations, David Diamond, the first random prize winner. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going on to round 2. The questions are going to get a little bit harder, but the points are a little bit higher. Up to 225 points. Here we go. The Israeli company Softwheel reinvented the wheel to help people do what? Drive more safely, have a smoother ride in a wheelchair, ride a dirt bike, pop an ollie. Have a smoother ride in a wheelchair. The Acrobat wheel features a selective suspension mechanism that kicks in when it detects an impact above a certain threshold. Congratulations to our 44 players who got that one right. David, thank you so much for getting in touch with me. We will make sure you get that gift card sent to you. I'm marking it down as we speak. We still have one more random prize to give away, and we're giving it away after our next round. We're moving on to our next question, still worth up to 225 points. Question 2, here we go. Approximately how much honey do Israelis consume in total for the Jewish New Year? 1,600 tons, 16,000 tons, 160 tons, 160,000 tons. It's only 1,600 tons. Israel's 100,000 commercial hives at about 450 apices produce an average of 3,500 tons of honey per year, of which only 1,600 tons are consumed by the Jewish people on Rosh Hashanah. Congratulations to the Sun players who knew that one. Question number 3, round 2, worth up to 225 points. Here we go. When the notes on the Western Wall are cleaned out, where are they buried? Mount Herzl, Carrera Landfill, Mount of Olives, Yad Vashem. That's right, twice a year before Passover and Rosh Hashanah, employees at the Western Wall in Jerusalem carefully remove hundreds of thousands of handwritten notes placed between the ancient stones and bury them at the Mount of Olives. And 47 players knew that one. Way to go. Question number 4. Which major American cruise line recently announced their newest ship will sail from Israel? Carnival, Disney, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean. That's right, Royal Caribbean just made the news. The Odyssey of the Seas, the largest ship to hit the seas, coming in to service this summer, will indeed sail the Mediterranean, mostly Greece, out of Israel. They will only be letting on vaccinated guests and crew. Israel mentioned back they are thrilled to not just push the vaccination process to the next level, but now to revamp the tourism industry. So congratulations to the 30 players who knew that one. Taking a look at our leaderboards, we make our way through round 2. We got Etty in the lead, followed by Smadar, followed by Michelle, followed by David Diamond, followed by Sharon and Jerry and Jess sitting at the bottom of the leaderboard. Guys, again, if you're not on that leaderboard, don't sweat it. You could still make your way on there. It's constantly changing. We still have one more random prize to give away. Moving along. Question 5, round 2, worth up to 225 points. Here we go. Why is Bamba Israel's favorite national snack good for young children? It stops tooth decay, it melts easily in the mouth, it helps prevent peanut butter allergies, it's a tasty treat. A British study says that if children are fed peanut-filled food at a younger age, it could help prevent peanut allergies. And Bamba, being the favorite Israeli snack, does contain peanuts, so that's why they feed their young. I'm not a doctor by any means, so please don't take your grandchildren, your own children, and feed them peanuts. I don't want to be held responsible. I'm just telling you what the internet told me. But congratulations to the 46 players who knew that one. Keep on going. Question number 6, round 2. Here we go. According to an old Israeli superstition, what should a person do to keep bees away? Pretend to be a flower, say salt and water, turn around in circles, drop and roll. The old superstition says, if you say salt and water, those bees will just fly away. I'm not trying it myself. I'll let the guy next to me do it first, but according to the old superstition, it should work. Think about it this summer. Here we go. Question number 7. That's right. In 2010, Natalie Portman became the first Israeli to win an Oscar in any category for her starring role in Black Swan. 51 players did remember that. Congratulations. Keep it going. Question number 8, round 2, still worth up to 225 points. Here we go. An Israeli company developed a revolutionary bike made out of what? Titanium, glass, cardboard, wood. right. The Israeli designed waterproof cardboard bicycle made from 100% recyclable materials is being touted as a game changer for transportation habits from the world's most congested cities to the poorest areas of Africa. Cardboard is the answer, and 26 of you knew that. Taking a look at our leaderboard, we still got Etty keeps on climbing at number 1. We've got David in number 2, Jay number 3, Michelle, Smadar, Sharon, and Jerry, and Jeff. Last question of round 2, worth up to 225 points. Here we go. More than 60% of Israel's fresh vegetables exports come from which area in Israel? The Araba Desert, the Carmel, the Golan Heights, the Galil. How can a desert area lead the country in vegetable exports? It's a little helping hand from JNF. Israeli farmers are renowned for making the desert bloom. They're also proving that this is a desolate area. It's fertile for ground, as a fertile ground for new crops, agriculture, and agronomists. Congratulations to the 20 players who knew that one. Take a look at our leaderboard. Esty sitting in the lead, followed by Michelle, followed by Sharon and Jerry. We got Jeff, followed by Jay, Aya, and Elliot. Guys, we're going into the last round, but before we go into the last round, it's time to give away a random draw. We're giving away $50 to either Amazon or Apple. Your choice. Ron, who's my winner? Rhoda. Rhoda, I'm going to ask you to type into the chat strictly directly to me. What would you prefer, Rhoda? Would you prefer to shop Amazon or Apple? Tell us what you prefer, and we will get in touch with you. Ron, we're going to hold on for just 2 seconds. Rhoda, thank you so much. We're going to get in touch with you. If you don't hear from us, please get in touch with us, but we will be in touch with you in the next couple of days. Ron, we're getting a little bit of a message about some people are having issues with the answers. I don't know if you can take a look quickly on the back end. If they're not pressing a button, but it's giving them a certain answer. Just letting you know. We're going into round 3. This is the final round. It's worth, each question is worth up to 350 points. Question number 1. Who said this? Israel doesn't have a lot of natural resources. Its real resource is the people and their creativity, and that has inspired me. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Ashton Kutcher, Barack Obama. Ashton Kutcher, the American actor who runs an investment fund with his manager/partner, is considered one of Hollywood's most successful high-tech investors. Kutcher has visited Israel numerous times, and on visits in 2013 announced an interest in investing in Israeli startups. Congratulations to the 4 players who knew that one. Keep it moving. Guys, this is round 3. Questions are worth up to 350 points. Here we go. Customers at some Starbucks outlets in the US can now use Israeli technology to do what? Charge their phones wirelessly, place their order, pay directly from their phones, reserve a table. That's right. Thanks to PowerMat Technologies, there's no need to seek out an electrical outlet to recharge your mobile phone. Just lay your phone on one of the Duracell PowerMat charging pads at Starbucks, and it will charge automatically and wirelessly. Thank you to Israeli startups. And congratulations to the 13 players who knew that one. Question number 3. We're still in round 3. Points are worth up to 350. Here we go. Who was the first president of Israel? Ezra Weizman, Dr. Chaim Weizmann, Chaim Herzog, Zalman Shahzar. A scientist, a statesman, Professor Chaim Weizmann was indeed the first president of Israel. He took office on May 16th, 1948, and was actually the second person in power, first president. Take a look at our leaderboard. Just like I told you, it could change in the blink of an eye. Aya Miller, you're sitting at number 1. Essie, number 2. Michelle, Number 3, Jay, Jeff, Smadar, David, Diamond, all still in the running. Let's keep it going. Question number 4. What season of Israel's Kokav Nolad did Hagit Yasa win? The 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th? If you were paying attention earlier, then this was a gimme. Hagit indeed did win the 9th season of Israel's Pop Idol TV show, and 32 players remembered that. 17 of you, close but no cigar. For our next question, we're going to show you a video first. The video is actually dear to our hearts. We're then going to ask you the question.
Toda Rabba Jewish National Fund for all the amazing work you do to support my homeland. From planting trees to building new communities in the Negev and the Galil, from building hundreds of water reservoirs to beautiful parks where our children can play. JNF takes care of people with disabilities and so much more. Toda Rabba JNF for all that you do. Toda.
And here's the question. In what city did that superwoman, who turned down the position of president of Israel in 1952? Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize for that confusion. Like I said earlier, Zoom, COVID, sometimes we get a little confused. Albert Einstein did, in fact, turn down the presidency of Israel in 1952. A Jew, but non-Israeli citizen. He was offered the presidency, but turned it down and stated he is deeply moved by the offer from the state of Israel and once saddened and ashamed that he did not accept it. Congratulations to the 35 players. My apologies for the confusion with that video. Going back to that video now, let's replay it in our heads. Tell me what city that superwoman grew up in. Tel Aviv, Petah Tikva, Beersheba, Accra. That's right. On April 30th, 1985, Wonder Woman Gal Gadot was born in Petah Tikva. In 2004, at the age of 18, Gal won Miss Israel beauty pageant, and 2 years later, she served in the IDF as a combat fitness instructor. Today, she protects the world as Wonder Woman until she goes on mat leave in a couple of months. But congratulations to the 35 players who knew exactly where Gal Gadot was from. Taking a look at our leaderboard, we got Etty back in the lead, followed by Michelle, followed by Jay, followed by Elliot, Lee, Stephanie made her way on there, and Sharon and Jerry are still sitting tight. Question number 7, round 3, up to 350 points on the line. Here we go. On which kibbutz was Jerry Seinfeld a volunteer? Kibbutz Yagur, Kibbutz Jezer, Kibbutz Yada, Kibbutz Sa'ar. That's right. Before Yada Yada Yada, in 1971, the featured comedian at the age of 17 volunteered on Kibbutz Sa'ar for a short period of time. He actually worked in the banana growth. Congratulations to the 18 players who knew where Jerry Seinfeld volunteered. Question number 8. Name this Israeli hot hit that was supposed to be performed at Eurovision 2020.
Tonight is our story. We celebrate the glory. We have no shame for Tel Aviv. I'm not ashamed.
Tekel Libi. Although COVID-19 forced the cancellation of Eurovision 2020 in Rotterdam, Israel's Eden Alain song, Tekel Libi, which would have represented the country, became a top hit on the Israel charts. 17 players knew that. If you haven't heard it, phenomenal song. Check it out on YouTube or Apple. taking a look at our leaderboard as we get down towards the end. We've got Etty sitting in the lead, followed by Jay, followed by Michelle, Lee, Sharon, and Jerry. You've climbed your way up there. Elliot and Stephanie still sitting tight. This is it. This is where the points really count. The last two questions. Question number 9. Here we go. In what year did Israel's first female prime minister take office? 1969, 1975, 1981, 1992. That's right. Golda Meir was an Israeli stateswoman, a politician, a teacher, and a kibbutznik who served as the 4th prime minister of Israel. Meir came out of retirement to take office on March 17, 1969. 45 players knew that. Congratulations. This is it. This is the last question. It's worth up to 350 points. For those of you really battling out for first, second, third, now is the time. Here we go. Which US TV show featured an Israeli device that allows surgeons to see 3D images floating in the air? House, Grey's Anatomy, New Amsterdam, The Good Doctor. For all you Grey's Anatomy fans, Grey's Anatomy did feature the RealView holographic imaging system that will soon revolutionize the surgery world in operating rooms. The hyper-realistic 3D holographic images of the body structure allows doctors to plan and evaluate operations prior to invasive surgery. Congratulations to the 18 players who got that right. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to bring up our top 3 winners. Guys, we're going to get your names. We're going to get in touch with you. Congratulations to Jay. You just won $125 to Amazon. Lee, I'm going to need you to type me in the chat. We're going to need a full name or else we will not be able to find you. You just won AirPods. And Etty, congratulations. You just won JNF Trivia. You just won $400 in Amazon money. Congratulations to everybody who played. Thank you so much, Ron. Tonight's prizes would not be made possible without our sponsors. Larry and Tova, Vicar, and family, thank you so much. Ron from Summit, thank you so much for putting together this app and running it for us. We really do appreciate it. Guys, we're getting to that point of the night now. It's coming towards the end, but before we say goodbye, I'd like to bring out the CEO of JNF Canada, Mr. Lance Davis. Lance, let me bring you on screen, and the floor is yours.
Phil, you did a great job. I want to just take a moment before we wrap things up to thank everybody for participating tonight. A big toda rabah to our sponsors, Tova and Larry Vicker, as well as Ron Neeson and Summit Tech. A special shout out to the staff who worked so hard. Phil Fry, amazing job as the host. Galit Levy, Ruchi Shanehouse, Sharon Diamond, our educational shlicha, Yifat Bear Miller, the marketing team, everybody who put lots of hard work into making this happen. I'm just going to close with a simple Chag Atzmut Sameach. We have so much to be proud of. Thank you for supporting JNF, and we're thrilled to have you part of our evening tonight. Chag Atzmut Sameach.
Thank you, Lance. Guys, we mentioned earlier that JNF does a lot of great work, but we also have a lot of phenomenal programs coming up in the next couple of weeks. I want to get to that before we say goodnight. You don't want to miss these programs. So with that being said, don't forget to join us if you're into, it's virtual. You can join us from anywhere for these ones. JNF Toronto is proud to bring you a complimentary fitness class taught by the captain of the Israeli lacrosse team. It's happening April 25th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sign up. You don't want to miss this. Get out those drivers, work on that short game, because if you're in the Toronto area or you want to be risky and break curfew and cross provincial lines, JNF Toronto is proud to bring you their annual golf tournament. This is a virtual intro to golf lessons. We're getting ready for the golf tournament. My mistake. Guys, there's a tournament coming up. Here's your chance to get a virtual golf lesson brought to you by JNF Toronto. Don't miss it. Part 1, we're going to work on our golf swing and fundamentals. And part 2, we're heading out to the course. I don't know about the rest of you, but my golf game, I think I'm Tiger Woods, but I'm kind of more like Happy Gilmore minus the long shot. So if you feel the same way, sign up, work on that golf swing. You can get in touch with Ruchi over at JNF Toronto for more information. Next week, it's Earth Day, and the Climate Solutions Prize is proud to bring you Erin Brockovich. That's right, the Erin Brockovich, not Julia Roberts, the woman that inspired Julia and helped won her Oscar. Erin Brockovich is going to be our keynote speaker next week, next Wednesday, April 21st. Spaces are limited. Sign up today. The event will be hosted by Andy Nolan, the co-founder of Just for Laughs, and will be moderated by Stephen Bronfman. The event takes place at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, sign up today. In just a couple of seconds, I'm going to send you all a link. You can visit it and register for all these great events. Erin will also be joining us from 6 till 6:30 on Clubhouse. If you know what Clubhouse is, join us. If you don't, just join the actual event. And finally, the Jewish National Fund Pacific Region is excited to announce the second event of the series, Israeli Innovators. Sanitize their response to COVID-19. Join Dr. Gili Regev on April 25th at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Guys, a lot of great events. We want to thank you all for joining us tonight. As I mentioned before, we're sending you guys all a link right now in the chat. If you go to the link I'm about to send you, all you have to do is click on the events you want to join them. They're free, they're great. Guys, it's COVID. I know summer's coming, but we all got to stay together, come together as a community. So visit this link sent to you in the chat, linktr.ee/JNF Canada. It was sent to you in the chat. You can register for all our upcoming events. Thank you again to Larry and Tova family for helping us tonight with your sponsorship. Summit Tech, thank you so much. Thank you to Hagit for staying up late with us. Thank you to everyone for your continuous support towards JNF. We appreciate it, and we can't hope to celebrate in person with you next year. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, take care.
بلبل